There are many mysterious discoveries that have been made in the oceans around the world. We have explored many parts of our planet, but not the oceans. The oceans are mysterious, dark, and extremely hard to explore, but that hasn't stopped people from discovering some strange things. So today, we take a look at these 5 mysterious underwater discoveries. Bimini Road. On the 2nd of September in 1968, as a group of friends were diving 18 feet underwater off the northwest coast of North Bimini Island, amateur divers discovered an incredible underwater megalithic structure. It has rounded stones of varying size and thickness which are believed to have been evidence of a wall or pavement. Further examination of the area found that the stones formed a nearly perfect linear formation, proving its artificial nature and strange discovery. In 1978, a radiocarbon laboratory at the University of Miami dated samples retrieved from a Bimini Road core and believed the area to be somewhere around 2,700 to 3,500 years old. 2,000-year-old medicinal pill found in a shipping vessel. Going back, an incredible discovery was made while exploring an old shipping vessel. It was reported as being over 2,000 years old, and it revealed to researchers what the ancient Romans used as their medicine. The old ship was excavated by a group of archaeologists throughout the 1980s, and some incredible artifacts were found. For example, the team discovered lamps, glass bowls, jugs made out of bronze, vessels filled with wine, and a medicine chest. Inside the chest were various surgery tools, together with 5 medicinal tablets or pills. The artifact was nicely sealed, which kept the pills completely dry. The scientific results showed that the pills contained zinc compounds, iron oxide, beeswax, starch, and other materials that were derived from plants. According to the scientists, the pills were once used as some type of eye medicine back in the day. It gave researchers an interesting insight into how ancient civilizations used medicine. St. Brendan's Island. This island is described in old reports and is said to have been a place of luxury. It was reported to have been hidden by a thick mist and covered in mountains. Not only that, but the island was said to have been abundant with rich fruit growing alongside rivers that ran with fresh, drinkable water. It wouldn't be too hard to assume that the existence of such an island would be nothing more than a mythical tale. Even in the modern era, that may well very prove to be the case, as the existence of such an island and its exact location had always been shrouded in mystery. This doesn't mean that there has been a lack of witness reports regarding the existence of the island. Witnesses have said that people have been visiting the island for thousands of years. One of these accounts from 1723 reported a priest seeing the island in the distance alongside apparitions behind the low clouds covering the island. After performing rites of exorcisms towards the apparitions, it was reported that the island vanished. To this day, though, the island has not been found, and the claims of people visiting it remain a mystery. Why are whale calls getting deeper? Some of the most incredible animals are the whales that inhabit our oceans. These giants can grow up to 30 meters in length, and this is incredible when you think they eat some of the smallest creatures in the ocean. The blue whale is the largest animal to have lived on our planet. When it comes to their diet, the blue whale is known to primarily consume krill, but these giants will also consume other small crustaceans. In order to maintain their diet and bulk, these whales are mostly found in areas rich with high concentrations of krill. One such place is the Arctic Ocean. These giant marine mammals inhabit all oceans across the planet and are known for their calm behavior. While studying whales, though, researchers picked up on something strange. After listening to underwater recordings, the researchers couldn't understand why the calls have been getting deeper. This has been happening over the course of several decades, but when the audio is played, the researchers could tell that something was off. At first it was thought that this could have been a regional thing, but it turns out this was not the case. After hearing these changes in a few whales, Other researchers decided to listen to other audio that had been recorded, and it turns out they picked up on the same thing. Different species of whales had started to change their calls. According to a publication in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America, the rate at which the voices are changing is much faster than the researchers thought. One theory that was put forward was that this was happening to whales that matured in age, saying that the cries of the whale developed as they did. However, this idea was put aside when it was discovered there were inconsistencies. Researchers then decided to start looking at the surroundings in which the audio files had been collected from. Some argued that the whales were changing due to the environments they were in, making some put forward the idea that an increased amount of noise pollution is the reason why they are changing. One idea was that the whales have had to change their vocalizations in order to be heard. This is backed up by proof as well. The oceans are more busy than ever, and researchers are blaming this on the increased marine traffic. Over the last few years, there has been a massive increase in whale beaching, and some have made the connection that something is disrupting the whales. As of right now, though, scientists are yet to identify why whales are changing their songs. Immortal jellyfish. Another creature that fascinates scientists is that of the immortal jellyfish. This mysterious creature was discovered back in 1883. The discovery wouldn't come until years later. This was when the scientists observed the jellyfish attach itself to a surface in warm waters. After this, it slowly starts to turn into a blob-like formation. Its muscle cells then start to turn into egg cells. Nerve cells may also turn into muscle cells, and once this process is complete, the same jellyfish will start living its life like normal. Incredibly, it only does this when it's injured or close to death. Pharmaceutical research has taken an interest in this creature. It could potentially mean that sometime in the future we will be able to harness this ability. The discovery of Yonaguni Monument. For many generations, ancient Japanese legends and mythologies believed there to be an undiscovered Yonaguni city located on the Yonaguni Islands. They believed that at some point in time this may have been a massive trade hub in the region. However, nothing had ever been recorded by archaeologists or experts on the Japanese culture and traditions. Many people widely regard these myths and legends as similar to that of Japanese Atlantis, and believed the city to be fictitious in nature due to its supposed massive size. However, it appears that due to recent discoveries, this could very well not be the case. Back in 1986, divers in the region discovered striking underwater rock formations that appeared to look like megalithic structures. The researchers noticed that the creations were artificial in creation. This was due to the sharp edges, 90-degree angles, and massive megalithic pillars in the region. Unfortunately, despite this proof as well as the work done by a professor of seismology, proving that the formations are not naturally made and are definitely man-made, the Japanese government and academics refuse to believe that any such structures exist. This has led them to attribute them to being naturally formed rock formations under the water. It's impossible for divers to visit the region in recent years, as the location has been deemed unsafe by the Japanese government and no further research can be established. To this day, the site is still shrouded in mystery. The mystery of the Devil's Sea. The main cause of the legends of the Devil's Sea was that of the unexplained disappearance of 9 ships. Between 1950 and 1954, 9 modern ships of that era went missing in what was described as perfect weather. This sparked the anomalous properties of the Devil's Sea, although many claim that the Devil's Sea and its dangers go back centuries. It appears that the majority of cases have been fairly recent all throughout the area. What many are not aware of is that before the area was popularly given the name the Devil's Sea, government officials were already well aware of the strange danger of the location. In fact, the Yokohama Coast Guard of the region outlined the area as a danger zone that was to be avoided at all costs, though never elaborated as to why the area was given that classification. Several years later, this danger zone would end up resting right in the middle of the Devil's Sea Triangle. Interestingly enough, despite the area having been given the danger zone title, the government attempted to deny that the Devil's Sea had ever been a dangerous area. This was after the myths and rumours of the Devil's Sea began causing a strain on the economic shipping conditions and port docking. It's not just ships that have gone missing, people have also experienced alleged paranormal entities. For example, one captain reported seeing a large black mass hovering above the ocean. He described it as looking like an 8-foot-tall entity that suddenly vanished when he approached it. The sailor said that he had never seen anything like it before and that conditions had been great that day. Others have reported seeing sea monsters in the region. One report was that of an alleged sea serpent that was harassing local workers. They said that while sailing in the area, a large sea monster would bump their boat. Some of the eyewitnesses described a creature that was over 30 feet in length, with one sailor saying that the creature had 2 large bulging black eyes. To this day, mysterious accounts are still being reported from this region. But what do you all think of these mysterious ocean discoveries and their baffling causes? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.